Griftlands. Griftlands. Hello and welcome back to Griftlands. We have finished our first run of the game over the course of the last week. I want to get into another run of this, so we're going to go ahead and press play. We are going to continue on with Sal because I do not believe that Rook's full gameplay is out yet. I will be checking that as we go through. Not super interested in doing a prestige. Well, let's do a prestige 1. Let's try that. Let's go prestige 1. That's not too bad. Allies are weaker in battle. I didn't want to start quite yet, but we're going to go ahead and skip this intro because we did see it last time. Let's go ahead and let's get going. We can get a combat graph slot or we can get a negotiation graph slot or gain 50 shills. I'm interested in doing the hostility run, so I want to do a negotiation graph slot. We are going to go ahead and get work from Fish. We got Leaky, Bina, and Zeta. All of these are randomized every single time in the typical roguelike fashion. So let's get into it. Where do we want to go first? Bonus payment, not super appealing. Removal is always very appealing to me, and restoration doesn't make any sense this early on in the game, so we're going to go for middleman. I'm also going to be skipping some of the dialogue that we get, maybe not for these random encounters, but for the typical missions that we're going to get. So Grex comes stumbling towards you, clutching his gut like it might fall out. Please, help me. Hold on, what's happening? Spree, they're trying to kill me. Please, there ain't no one else that can help me. I do want to join the Admiralty this time. I know the Spree was very, very good to us, and I like Nadon as our main guy that we're hanging out with, but I think I'm going to join Admiralty this time, so we are going to go ahead and help Grex here. So we can hide, agree to protect, or leave Grex to his fate. I'm going to hide him until the danger passes. So we got a new party member. The Spree are punctual. Hey, you looking for trouble? We could give him up or trick Bax into looking elsewhere. We are going to try to trick him. Easy pickings. Ain't that so? So let's see what we get right off the bat. Not a great hand as far as attacks go, because we're not going to be able to deflect everything, but we're going to threaten twice and see how that does for us. Down to 12 already. I think that's pretty good. I hate that we're losing resolve this early on, but in the grand scheme of things, being at 28 is not that bad. Hitting us for 5. We're going to go ahead and insert an attitude where we're going to gain dominance and deal 3 damage to him. I say because we have this dominance, we slow play it just a little bit to where we're not taking any damage this turn. I know it's a little bit of overkill on this composure, but I think in the grand scheme of things throughout the whole first day, which I really feel is important. Oh yeah, that's right. Our dominance does go away at the end of our turn. That's a big bad oopsie on me. What does this do again? This is our escalation. Increases count when a hostile card is played. In that case, I think we can potentially get this out this turn. We cannot. So I say we apply our composure, which unfortunately this guy is hitting like a tank, by the way. And we try to go for the threaten for 5. It's not going to happen, but we are going to have lethal next turn. I hate that we're going all the way down to 25 in this first battle. Go ahead and fast talk you, and we're going to go ahead and just win our first negotiation counter. Pick a negotiation card. All of these are going to be not what I want. Do I want to pivot? Who knows? I say we're going to decline. I think this random encounter doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of things, so we're going to get him somewhere safe. We do not do that automatically, as I learned on a previous run, personal run. So we actually do have to take him somewhere. So we're going to help Grex through the door, and we're going to say that he's going to be here, and he's going to love us right off the bat, which is going to grant us sparring, which is very nice. It's going to give us +1 defense on all cards that do. Hey, didn't I just kick your butt? That's going to be it's really awkward that Grex is just going to walk in here and be like, okay. Well, does he have anything to say against that? He says hello again. That's it. What do you have to say? Comfort to see you again. I mean, okay, he's gonna kick your butt when I leave here, but doesn't really seem to be my problem anymore. We're gonna go ahead and go to our removal. Oh, and this is the person that has our mission. So here we're looking for help. Heard right, run a little import-export business. Pay me accordingly. I believe we did see this mission from a different person, the person from the Derricks, I believe. We're gonna go ahead and convince Tlock to complete his transaction with Leaky. We are going to accept that, so we get our removal. Non sequitur. I know that we did not play that at all last time. I was rewatching the video, and I picked this up and we didn't play it, but I think non sequitur is going to be great because a lot of hostility cards do cost more than diplomacy cards. So we're going to go ahead and go back, find our middleman. We are not going to get a random encounter on the way there, which I think is very nice. Hi, Tlock. We're going to talk about Leaky's deal. And he's just going to automatically accuse us of talking to Leaky. Second-rate goods. Total bust unusable trash. He'd rather not say. I want to go ahead and try to convince Tlock to pay up. He says he won't pay, but we'll see about that, won't we? Let's go ahead and apply composure. Quick thinking, I think, is going to be nice. None of this is really calling to me. We'll go ahead and deploy bait just for the fun of it. When dismissed, remove a random intent, which doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. I guess we'll just threaten you, I guess. Not for a whole lot, but I believe the hostility deck is kind of slow to start out with just because you have so many negotiation cards as you first start off a run. Let's go ahead. Let's insert some attitude into our deck. We're going to take care of that crafty business. So we will go ahead and apply our composure, and we will threaten you for not as much as I wanted to. By the way, dominance hostility cards deal an additional 1 damage, and it reduces by 1 to our turn. So the quicker we can gain is just dominance out the wazoo is going to be fantastic for us. It's a little bit rougher early on, so we might actually rely on these negotiation cards to get us there, which I think isn't a bad idea, because it doesn't really matter too much. I say we deflection twice because they're just hitting us super hard. I'm curious if this is our prestige, because they are just hitting us super duper hard. We're gonna go ahead. I just want to try to get out of this. I haven't played prestige, by the way. This is my first prestige run. Non sequitur doesn't make any sense because we're just spending 1 mana for another card. We're going to go ahead and improvise. I would like to incept vulnerability because I think that's going to be very nice for us later on. We have 2 more actions and we do not have any composure. I say we try to get rid of this. It is going to be successful. We're not taking any damage this turn, and go ahead and fast talk him for 3. I say that's a very successful turn. Have to be a little bit more crafty in the way that we go about things. Especially since he's hitting us for so hard, just constantly. Let us improvise. I don't know if it's worth doing more vulnerability, but I think it stacks. So would that be by 3? So that would be more than what we're usually dealing with. Let's see. Yeah, that's I think that's doing more. My math is very bad, so I could just be talking out of my butt. But who knows? I mean, you probably do. You're watching this much later than when I'm recording this. So let's see. He's not hitting us, but he probably is because of crafty. Let's go ahead, let's get that dominance, take care of crafty again, see where he's hitting us. Because that is gonna pour over 2 more. He's hitting us for 6. No, I don't approve. We probably could have had lethal on that. Well, no, because fast talk only does up to 3. We are going to be taking 2 more points of composure. Going to meditation spots or healing springs might actually have to happen. What are you doing? Targets an opponent for 4. I believe we do have lethal on this turn. We absolutely do. So we are going to win this, but boy, at what cost? Buying time. I might just want to pivot. This card loses 1 damage each time you end your turn. I don't know if I like that much. I could see it if we're going for a very fast negotiation deck. We're going to go for a keep cool. All right, Leaky will be getting a payment from this guy now. So he's going to pay up, which I foresaw, as it is the first mission of the day, and it's very hard to fail the first mission. So we're going to go ahead and talk to Leaky. We're going to tell him that the deal is back on. 65 shields, and we get to remove a card. I say we go for a negotiation card. I like quick thinking too much to get rid of it. I say we get rid of a fast talk. Grants first aid. What's first aid do again? Whenever you're healed, remove a negative. I don't care about that too much. Let's go ahead and go back to the beginning. We have a healing spring, which doesn't apply to us now because we have taken no damage. Desolate battlefield, which I always enjoy going to, and we also have our challenging quest. Let's go to our desolate battlefield first. See what we can scrounge up. Signs of recent battle. We can get combat gauze. We can get the lumen grenade or a kludger. At the start of your turn, steal up to 4 composure from a random enemy target. I do like that a lot. I say it's worth it. We're going to pull the kludger out. Then we're probably going to get a battle with get some bleeds. Let's talk about the battle deck. I have not talked about the battle deck at all. Can we please talk about the battle deck? I want to go for a discard deck. I think discard decks are super, super fun. And if we are able to pull it off, I think it would be one of the better decks that we can probably make early on in the game. Which means that we're probably going to have to end up going with Rake again, or we could go the other way and get Plaka, if Plaka is available to us. This is all way early to be talking about, but I do think it is worth mentioning the intentions of where I want to go with this. Let's go ahead and end the turn there. We have Fight Dirty. We also have Faint again. I think this person is almost dead. So let's... I like improvising. Improvising is very fun. Combo, I still don't understand combo nearly enough to be comfortable doing a deck on, at least doing one on recording. But hey, if you're interested, you can leave me a comment down below. Let me know. Let's go for a scrounge, and we'll keep that for later. And then a stab isn't going to do it. So let's go and apply bleed to you. And then hopefully, yeah, you're going to run away. So that's 5 off the board. You're going to do 5 to me, dealing no status effect, which is very, very nice. Dealing 4. Let's stab you. Didn't work. Let's elbow strike, and then we will feint for defense because there's no way that we're going to end you this turn. Going to be crippled. Sal's daggers are very nice. Saber grip, deal some bleed. Since we're crippled this turn, let's go ahead and apply defense because it doesn't really matter that much. Because it's not like we're not getting through that armor. We're going to end turn. I hate slow playing this that much. I feel like we're not popping off, but then again, we have nothing in our deck that would really make it worth being good this early on. We're going to go for our trip. We're going to apply some wounds. And end turn. Bleed ball. Let's scrounge since it came back. Go ahead and apply the defense to take no damage. Stab and elbow strike. You are so close. Just run away, please. I really would like you to run away. So after receiving 1 more damage, so we got to get through 5 damage. So let's stab. And then you're going to run away. Very nice. Victory. It's not too bad. Discard this card, I think is fantastic. Let's go for Stringer. Gonna get some resolve back. Let's go ahead and leave. We did get our Kludger, which, if you need a reminder, is going to, at the start of our turn, steal up to 4 composure during negotiations, which I think is very, very nice this early on. Challenging quest. Get a graft, and we get to pick a card at the beginning. We also have restoration, which I don't think is necessary, and another removal. I want to go, because I feel like this is going to be a harder run, I want to get these graphs early on like the first day to really start building up what we're able to do. We can make an offering and we can meditate. I think off the bat we should meditate and then upgrade our Sal's instincts. And we can insert an obtuse and a mean, which I think is going to add to our hostility. So let's go on and go to our challenging quest. I know we only had like a few more ticks left on Sal's instincts because I do play it a lot, but I think getting the early draw on that will be beneficial for us in the long run and really setting up our deck super, super early. So we have this person who's super stressed out. We have Brill, who's a civilian laborer. Borrowed money from Keek, who is a Jake Stockhand, but the boss hasn't given me enough ships to pay it back. So now we got to try to convince something to get this guy more money. We're going to go ahead and accept that. We have Silent Steel, Abrupt Remark. Evoke when an opponent argument or bounty is dismissed. And that allows us to draw another card for free. Let's go Abrupt Remark. Let's start getting some hostility cards in our deck. All right, so I think we can either convince Lasco to give more hours, or we can go down here and convince Keek to do more favorable. I personally just want to talk to the boss. We're going to just ask to give Brill more work. I do think this person could steal money from us, which is always scary to me because I don't like just giving up money for free. It makes me very sad. So we're going to threaten you, and no, non sequitur does not work here. That is not the card I was thinking it was. So we're going to go over here, take no damage down to 25. We are on equal terms immediately. They're going to plant evidence on us, and they're going to get an interrogate, which is going to deal damage passively. Let's go ahead and do some hostile instincts. We're going to be obtuse. And I'm going to hit this interrogate because I do not like the interrogate at all. We are going to threaten. 3, destroy that. Go over here. We're getting hit for 5. I say we apply 3 composure and then take 1. Our dominance is also going to go down at the end of our turn, but I think we are... Yeah, no, it's going down at the beginning of our turn. I mean, end, beginning, it's pretty much the same thing. Do we hostile instincts again and get more dominance? I think the answer to that is yes. I do believe. I also think we should apply some composure to this planted evidence because I hate planted evidence. It's one of my least favorite things to deal with. But we're not going to be taking any damage. We're going to come out with a nice 7 right out the gate with that. Oh no, that did hit us. My math is awful. Because 2 + 2 is 4. I learned that a long time ago, but I just never seem to remember it, I guess. Let's threaten. Down to 8. I say we apply some composure and then keep cool and double it, so that way we're not getting hit at all, and then we should have lethal next turn. As long as we're able to keep hold of this and maybe pull 2 threatens, I think we should be fine. Not looking good. That's the opposite of what I wanted to happen. Inserts a baffled at the beginning of the turn. I don't like that at all. Let's improvise. Debate is okay. I think we go for an options and hope that we draw into something better. Oh no. Let's put a mean in there. Hit this for 5. And then hope that we get a 3 on this. 3. No! All right. I gambled and I lost. And unfortunately, we're going to get hit for 5, go down to 19 at the very beginning of this. Not a huge fan of that. But we have Threaten and the other Threaten all the way leveled up, which means that, I mean, we're just hitting for 1, are we? That's not what I want at all. We are going to win. I'm not super scared of that, but I do not like that we that we took so much resolve damage. Gain 1 dominance or attack twice with the card. I say we go for the dominance. Draw a card or attack twice. I say we go for... I say we go for the draw. I don't like that it's so low, because we're just going to be playing catch up to get that. Also, we picked up Evil Eye, which means the damage of the next card is doubled, and it expires at the end of the turn. So that's very, very nice. We can't... That's like a first energy move. Brill's desperate. We're going to be like, okay. Then we're going to convince them to give Brill more hours. Going to pick a graph reward. Receive 2 power at the start of a battle, which is nice. I don't want to go for bleed, even though I do like the arterial scanner for bleed decks, but I don't believe we're going for a bleed deck. At the start of each combat, discard up to 2 cards and then draw that many cards. I think that is fantastic, especially if we're going for that discard deck, which the cards I believe are going to be the hardest thing to find out of all of those. So we can get Healing Vapors from Leaky. We're going to go to the meditation spot. I don't think that matters too much. Mending. At the end of a turn, heal an amount equal to the mending. Okay. Okay. I can get behind that. It destroys after 1 use. I don't think it matters none too much. I say we go to the meditation spot just so that we can get more resolve in case we have to have a little bit more in the chamber. We're going to go up to 29 out of 30, which is fantastic. We're actually in a much better spot than I had originally thought. Fish greets us enthusiastically as per normal. We got the night merchants. Who are our night merchants? We're going to have Plaka the Swab and Indo. I say, since we're going hostility, let's see Plaka. Ask about a special job. Unfortunately, Indo is not going to like us. But most importantly, Rake is not going to dislike us. I think that's the most important thing, especially if we're trying to get this very specific battle deck going. Yeah, so Indo is not going to like us, which I dislike because I like Indo. I think he's a fun character. We're going to go back to the map. We're going to go do Plaka the Swabs. Fair warning, I have played Plaka's thing before, and it's a little brutal. So if you are uncomfortable with very intense situations, maybe skip over this part. Say nothing, Sal, until I tell you to say something. I was just looking for you. The graft you sold me, it stopped working. The graft I so graciously extended credit for you to buy, I disabled it when you fell behind on your payments. Again. I can pay, I have the money. It's too late for that. I'm losing money just taking the time to talk to you. I'm gonna need the graft back. But it's installed. They don't come out unless you cut them out. You can't make me do that, please. I wouldn't dream of asking to do that to yourself, which is why I brought my friend here. As you can see, this is where it starts to get a little difficult. So we can extract the graft, or we can convince Plaka to reconsider, because it's bad for business. The easiest thing to do here is to extract the graft, but I think if we negotiate against this, Plaka doesn't like us. I could be wrong on that, but we are going to end up extracting the graft because that is what we were paid to do. So we extract the graft, and it takes a while. We will kind of pass over this. They are going to like hate us. Yeah, they hate us, which opponent starts with an additional argument each negotiation. As soon as we can resolve this, which I would like to show you how resolutions work with hostility, we're going to be a little bit better off. So we are going to get a graph from this. The Prismalacrum. Duplicate the first argument you create every negotiation. I think that's fantastic. I will take it. We could have at least washed it off first, which is a very, very, very poor joke. I don't like that too much. It's kind of icky. We're going to go back to the night market where we are able to buy graphs, buy cards, potentially buy pets. So let's see what kind of discounts we can get from Plaka. We don't have much money, so I don't think we're going to be buying anything from Plaka. I just kind of want to see what they have. Nothing I necessarily want. We are going to go talk to Rake. Let's buy cards. Something that allows us to discard. Duster would be very nice. Discard 2 cards. Discard up to 2 cards and gain 1 power for each card until the end of turn. I think that Duster works, and I think Scatter works. We just need more stuff that does things when you discard. This is free. I think it's fantastic to buy. And I think Scatter will be good for later. I think we buy both of those, and then we go see Indo, who does not like us, and just see what he is offering. If this card dismisses an argument or bounty, gain 1 dominance for 75, because he's going to mark up the prices for us. Gain 1 heated. Targets an opponent argument for 1 damage per count. That could be really good, but we do not have the money for it. Abrupt Remark is neat, but I think it is just going to take up more space in our deck that we don't want. I want to buy a press, though, even if it's marked up a little bit more, and we are going to be done. We're going to go out because we only got 60. We have a friend in trouble. I do want to save Brill, and the shrapnel grenade could, I could leave it or take it. So we are going to go help Brill because they're giving us that very nice defensive bonus. And also they're our friend, I guess. Oh, wait. Is Brill the one that gives us the bonus? Love. Oh, no. That's a Grex. But he will give us something when we're done with this. So we are going to save Brill. So we could attack, or we could convince them to leave. I think the convince is the better option here. Hostile instincts. We are going to be obtuse. We are going to attack this. I think the lucid is fantastic. And then we apply composure and take no damage right off the bat. We already have them down a little bit, and we got rid of their intent. I think that's very good. Intuition is also going to do the same thing as the last one did. Let's Evil Eye and then oppress for up to 14 damage. We're going to get 9, and that's going to carry over here. As you can see, hostility decks have the potential to be very, very, very powerful. We are also going to guard that because I want to protect my dominance as much as I can. We're going to move down to 2 dominance at the end of his turn. He's going to have 14. Over here, destroy all slurred speech cards in the hand. I don't have any of those. I don't have any of those. Why is that a... Is he drunk? Is that what I'm reading from this? Is he drunk? Is he a drunk man? Who knows? Who knows? None of these cards are very good. We don't have anything to apply composure because this just doubles. Okay, well, whatever you say. Is something giving me slurred speech? Like, is he trying to drink with me in the middle of this, like, fight? Who knows? I don't. I surely don't. Evil Eye would have been very good for fast talk if we could have gotten maximum there. But, I don't know, let's non sequitur and then keep cool, I guess. I mean, it doesn't do much for us, but it is going to double our... we aren't going to take any damage. So I guess it does do something for us. I hadn't really considered that. It's kind of more luck on my side. Let us Evil Eye and then oppress him for 13. Negotiation. Incept a flustered per dominance, which is very nice. Oppress is also very nice. That is... Let's go with Fluster. I haven't seen this card too much. So we are going to get upgrades for Deflection. Restore 5 resolve and gain 5 composure, but it destroys. I don't want to destroy my deflections. Let's do 4 composure again. So that's going to be 5 composure on everything that we have because of our very nice, our nice friend. So Brill is going to love us, and we have Voice of the People, which is one of my favorite boons that we get. So much like we saw in our opponent last time, our last guy that was trying to kill Brill, those interrogates or whatever he was trying to do to us, we are going to have that on our side now, and it's going to target other people. So Cascio is going to be here. They're going to tell us to stay down. Sparky is going to be our boss again. I believe we have different bosses, but we just are kind of lucking into the same guy every time. I am going to try to convince Vo to help us. As you can see, we have a different... It is randomly determined who is our bartender or bouncer. I don't know why I want to keep saying bartender. Our bouncer. Yeah, he's coming out of the gate pretty hard. Let's go ahead and apply some composure. And then I say we keep cool. And then... I kind of want to fast talk this, but I don't think it's going to be much. I say we try to go for the threaten for 4. Did not work out the way I wanted it to, but we are going to... that just doesn't even make any sense, because both of these are going to go away at the beginning of our turn. But I'm stammering a little bit. I have incepted stammer into myself. Pluck told me you're not to be trusted. Yeah, that's correct, because that is Pluck doing this to us. Oof. I say, let's use some... There's a way I can do this with Evil Eye. So, Hostile Instincts, let's be obtuse, and let's get rid of that, because I don't like it. We are going to use Non Sequitur to make this cost nothing. And we're going to attack this. And from here, we oppress because Voice of the People is not going to disappear from 3 because we have 4 health. So we're going to oppress this guy. I think that is what I want to do. I'm happy with that turn, question mark? Yeah, I'm happy with that turn. I think that was great. We have dominance. We will apply composure. We will Evil Eye, and then Visionary threaten this man for 9. And unfortunately, we're not going to get the second oppress. But I say this is going very, very well. I think this is going pretty great. We're starting to pop off in terms of our deck, or at least the negotiation deck at this point. Let's Lucid threat you. And unfortunately, that is not going to kill you. But a fast talk and another fast talk will. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and pick our negotiation. Scorched Earth, expend all non-hostile cards in your discard pile. Deal 2 damage to a random target every card that was expended. And it already has ticks on it, which is nice. For 2. Expend all non-hostile cards in your discard pile. Deal 2 damage to a random target for every card expended. Let's try it. I don't know how much I like it, though. So we are going to defend ourselves against Sparky here. 2 cards to discard. We will discard Stringer. And I believe that's it. We're just going to discard that. So we have 4 defense off the bat, and we have 3 counter. We're going to scatter, because I don't mind taking a little bit of damage here. And we cannot make Duster work. So we are going to discard those. Confirm. Going to gain 2 power. Going to fight dirty. And I'm hoping that we get something with damage. But we don't really, because Mud Tosser's not very good. I say we scrounge for free. There's stab, which is nice. So we're going to do double damage there. 7. And we're going to get hit for 4. But we're also going to deal out 3 more damage because of counter. Let's take no damage and stab you for 5. I think that's pretty good. Because we have Vo over here doing some work as well. I really miss the card Doom. If we come across Doom, I absolutely want to get Doom again. Or do we want to go for a kill run? Because I don't think it matters too much what we do as far as like the murder aspect of this game goes. Especially since we're doing a hostility deck. I really want to show off how powerful a hostility deck can be, even though I do believe that that the negotiation deck is more fun. Let's do Duster and discard this and discard this. We will fight dirty. Let's cripple you. And then Scatter doesn't do anything, so we'll just expend it. All right, he's hitting us for 20. We're going to take 15 and then stab you twice. We'll end our turn there. All in all, I think we should probably be using the elbow strikes in an attempt to maybe get the counter strike upgrade where we get to discard a card when we attack. We will discard Stringer, and let's discard Duster because we can't use it in the same turn. So let's use Sal's Dagger. Let's do 4. We're going to fight dirty and get Slash because it's also free. And it does bleed because I do like bleed a lot. I think it's very easy to use that. You know what? Let's execute. We're going to execute you, dude. Sorry. Sorry. It's self-defense. Kidney shot, overextension. Add an injury to our discard pile cannot be played with an injury in our hand. If we're going discard, I think overextension works very well. Because what are the odds that we're not going to be able to discard it. That gives us an extra thing to discard so we don't have to get rid of all of our other things. I think we're going to decline the negotiation. Sparky's Oppressor Coil. We're going to gain some very fun stuff and restore some resolve. Gain a negotiation card killer. Gain a dominance while in hand. I think that's fantastic. That works for us. We don't have to remove that at all. As far as crafts go, 3 Fingers, Dangerous Bulb, and Contractor. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn when installed. 2 random people will hate us. I don't hate that, actually. Gain an action at the start of your turn. Take 3 damage at the end of every turn. Whenever you gain dominance, deal 1 damage to all targets. I think the Contractor is going to be better for us because it has the better damage output, especially since we're going for dominance ramping. So I'm going to go with that, even though I don't hate the one where we get more energy but people hate us, because we can deal with people hating us. So Casio is doing their stuff. So we are going to rest in the back. And we are going to end this first night. Our bed calls to us, and that night your dreams are full of Casio, gold-plated with iron teeth. We're going to go to sleep. End of day 1. Restoration rate of 32%. Sleep restoration. We're already at max. We got 2 new loved, 2 new liked, new disliked, and 1 hated. All in all, we are balanced way over to this side. I'm not mad at that at all. I think this is a very fun first day. And if you are enjoying Griftlands, please let me know. Either commenting, liking, doing whatever you want to. If you're not enjoying it, you can comment, you can do whatever you want to. But I will see you in the next one. Adios.